I have the qualifications. I still have the power. I still have the know-how. Even with me transitioning, I'll still be able to fulfill what I'm doing.
Almost everyone has one of these in their kitchen, a simple old cabinet. But for Natalya Trixs, things haven't been so simple. She's a transgender woman in the trades industry who has dreams of owning her own cabinet shop. But unfortunately, when it comes to finding a job in the trades, things haven't been so easy. Trixs saying her identity trumping her decades of experience in the industry. Trixs began her transformation into a woman in January while still going to school for cabinet making in Medicine Hat. But before that, she'd been honing all sorts of skills within the trades for years.
20-something at least, because growing up on a farm, you pick up a lot of stuff. GMAW, welding, TIG, I've done a little bit, stick, torch, which is oxyacetylene, tiling, drywall, painting, carpentry.
But with all that experience in the trades, Trixs remains without a job and living in a homeless shelter. Whether it's email or calling.
Yes, this is Natalya Trixs. I was wondering if
Trixs has yet to hear back from an employer, and she believes it's because she's transgender. Rights groups say Trixs' experience is quite common.
I go into the shop, right away I have a feeling that it's going to be, all right, how are we going to approach this?
For things like trans women in particular, doing phone interviews and things like that. Also, if the person who's doing the hiring hears a different voice than they're expecting when they, give you a call back, also the process tends to end right there. And at that stage of the hiring process, discrimination is very difficult to prove and very difficult to follow up on. The trades industry has a bit of a worse reputation in some ways, just because it does tend to be a bit of a man's world, so to speak, that can kind of raise a challenge, especially for trans women going into that trade.
As for Trixs, finding employment would mean so much more than making money.
I want to be able to get into a shop, do my apprenticing, do the schooling and everything else. Like, I got 2 kids that I gotta look after once I start working again.
In Calgary, Brittany Rosen, City News.